Hello and welcome back to Alternative Programming, the show where we take a topic, then we talk about it. I'm your host, Jackuwarz. This is Alternative Programming episode 17. Last time we had a retrospective of my recollection of the Pac-Man, Wii Fit, and Xenoblade franchises. Yeah, not too exciting times to talk about those franchises, well, at least from my perspective. Plenty of other people have more experiences with those franchises than me, but I gave you what little takes I had on the franchises. And this part, rather than do the Mega Man retrospective, which is next on our list of franchises to talk over, E3 is ongoing right now as of this recording. I'm recording this the night on Saturday. Just a few hours ago, Ubisoft wrapped up their press conference. They showed off some interesting stuff. Well, if you want to exclude the Mario and Rabbids game sequel that they're having, then yeah, it wasn't a very interesting press release from Ubisoft yet again. They showed more Just Dance and their annual Tom Clancy, Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell, and Rainbow Six Siege, Rainbow Six lines. You know, the usual stuff that you'd see from a Ubisoft press conference, so not too much to go over there except for the Mario and Rabbids game. I could definitely get into that kind of game if I spend the time to, but I played a little bit of the first game over at Jeremy's place. Didn't really think too much about it. Maybe if I give it another go. But the real meat and potato of this commentary today, I want to give my thoughts on what we could see in the Nintendo Direct for E3 this Tuesday, this Tuesday morning, the 15th of June, a few days from now. To be honest, I don't really have that many wish lists for this year's E3. Going at this with a clean slate when it comes to what I'm expecting. Because really, I don't know what I really want. I guess the predictable stuff, like say we might get the last two fighters for the fighter pass for Smash Bros. Ultimate. As for who might those characters be, I absolutely have no idea. We're at the point now where the roster for Ultimate is huge, and most of the a good chunk of the characters I already want in. Falco's in there, Mega Man, Rob. The list goes on, the ones that I can't name off the top of my head. So, I suppose, you know, the popular choices, like say Crash Bandicoot, Rayman, like even Master Chief is up for consideration now. That's how small the list of characters that can get into Smash is getting. So, if we really get Master Chief at some point, then I'll get to a point where I won't even be surprised. I mean, I will be surprised, because Master Chief really isn't a Nintendo kind of character, and they really had a lot of time with Nintendo, so to see a character like him get into Smash, that would be something. Then again, we've seen characters like Solid Snake and Cloud Strife get into Smash, and I suppose Master Chief, because of those two characters getting in first, wouldn't be too far of a stretch. But I think my top candidate for the final two fighters, it could be Crash Bandicoot. Depends on if Activision wants to be involved in Smash, but Crash is among the most realizable fighters to make it in. Rayman's up there. Ubisoft could probably use a representative. So that's all I really got about potential Smash releases for the Direct. As for other things, like say some other titles, there's Breath of the Wild 2, that's honestly given. They teased us with Breath of the Wild 2 in, what was it? I don't think, what was it? I think it might have been the Nintendo Direct, the only one we got last year. It was back in January. We didn't hear much of Breath of the Wild 2 since then, for certain. And this is coming from somebody who's only played Wind Waker and nothing else besides, that includes Zelda. I'm certain that we're going to see more Breath of the Wild 2 from Nintendo this year at E3, so that's a given. There's Nintendo's worst kept secret, in the last year or so about there being a Switch Pro or a revised model of the Switch. Honestly, I think that's not gonna be the official name that Nintendo's gonna go with. If it were up to me, I would call it the Nintendo Super Switch, because that's another way you can go to advertise it as it being a more up-to-date system. But Switch Pro could be good, because Switch Pro, just like PlayStation Pro, keeps that idea of an upgrade simple and straightforward. But Super Switch, rolls off the tongue slightly better. But in terms of if we do get a new model, I hope obviously the games run better on it. We get some 4K resolution if you have the TV to support it. But more line, I hope that we get some features that were dropped from the Wii U, like say the gamepad screen. I want to see the model take advantage of, say, I don't know, you can connect your smartphone to the Switch. That'd be great. Besides, say, using it for voice chat or looking up information, I think you can do a lot more with your smartphone, and having it play a role in playing Switch games. I mean, the potential's there. Just hope that Nintendo can pounce on that one day, because maybe Microsoft, more so Sony, they're they've been playing around with that kind of technology as back as, say, like the middle points of the PS4. So yeah, Switch Pro. Hardware upgrade's gonna be good to stay on par with the PS5 and Xbox Series X, because Switch Pro is still considered as the same generation of consoles as the PS4 and Xbox One. So a mid-generation hardware is definitely in order for Nintendo. Either it's got to be this holiday, if not and later somehow. Then that's gonna be interesting. And then there's Mario Kart 9. A lot of people, not including myself, really, we've been really wanting a new Mario Kart game, because Mario Kart's really popping off this console generation. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still moving a lot of units off the shelves, a lot of people picking up the game and playing it, and to see that the top-selling Switch game is just a Wii U port, that's got to be something. But I really don't see 100% see myself seeing Nintendo come out with a new Mario Kart game, because of the success for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and it's just it's not like Nintendo to come out with multiple Mario Kart games in the same console. You can really give Mario Kart Live Home Circuit a pass, since that's its own thing, kind of a spin-off to the spin-off series, if you will. At the very most, I think we're gonna get more DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, we'll actually get DLC rather than what we had back at the Wii U era, and added battle mode. I really want to see like a sort of expansion to what we have with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If that's all we get, then I'm totally fine with that. But still, it's going to be disappointing. We're not going to get a new, say, game engine with Mario Kart. But, at this point, I'll take something rather than nothing if it involves Mario Kart. And so, I think that's really all I have for Nintendo. I guess I want to throw this bit into here too. There's some other companies that I'm having a little bit of expectations for. From Sony, they're not going to be a part of E3, but they're going to be a part of the Summer Games Fest, hosted by Jeff Keighley. But I want to see Sony come out with more Gran Turismo 7 information. I hope that game has a lot more tracks than what was in Gran Turismo Sport. We're talking most of the tracks that were presented in Gran Turismo 6, mainly most of the American tracks. Because I say that because, I'm in that nation. I want to see not just Daytona come back, but we're talking, I believe this was some of these tracks were also in previous Gran Turismo games. Maybe not in 6, but previous ones. I want to see Sonoma back. Excuse me. I want to see Sonoma back. Indianapolis was also in 6. I also want to see Charlotte Motor Speedway be introduced into Gran Turismo if it hasn't already, because that track it introduced the Charlotte Roval back in 2018, and that would be an absolute welcome addition to the Gran Turismo line. I want to see Monaco come back, and maybe some other tracks. Maybe Abu Dhabi, Yas Marina circuit, even though that's not a very popular track according to what I've heard from. I still think that's a very uniquely designed track, and I can get a few kicks out of it. Just it would especially work in Gran Turismo because of the penalty system. In Forza, I saw it doesn't work too great. You can just shortcut the corners and not get a single penalty. But if that track were to be in Gran Turismo, I think it would serve far better justice. And another thing about, well, we know that Daytona is going to be in Gran Turismo 7, even though the chicane that the Cup Series use is not well received by our fan base. I still want to see Gran Turismo 7 incorporate a track layout that includes the NASCAR front stretch chicane. That would be a very interesting layer that we can play around with in the game. So in short, in Gran Turismo 7, my biggest wish list: bring back all the tracks that we had in Gran Turismo 6. Just give us a sea of tracks that'll just keep that'll allow us to keep playing this game for years and years to come, just like with Gran Turismo Sport, but amp that up times 11. And then for EA, we have Battlefield 2042. That was announced a few days ago. I really do want to get into the Battlefield franchise now that Call of Duty is kind of on the sinking ship. Not including the zombie mode, that's still on point, but we're talking strictly the multiplayer arcade shooter aspect, and this is a good opportunity for EA and DICE to step up their game with Battlefield. And that could be a very interesting game. I might not have very many friends to play this game with, since this is kind of out of the Game Master Guys' expertise. But still, I think if done right, and EA does a good job on releasing this game day one, then I see Battlefield 2042 being a solid title. But unfortunately, EA has a track record of not releasing the games up to snuff. Like they release games that aren't finished. Hope that's not the case for Battlefield 2042, and they learned their lessons from past years. So that's it for alternative programming. Shoot, what else do I want to add in Nintendo? I want to say I really don't have much expectations from Nintendo or a huge wish list from this Direct. I'm honestly just expecting the unexpected, let's just say. I'm just looking forward to all the kinds of surprises that I'm not gonna even know that I wanted. Like, say, I'm expecting something similar to, say, what would a Ring Fit Adventure, or Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, Nintendo Labo, and those kind of things. If we can get something like that interests me, then I'm more than happy with this Direct. Gotta give me a new F-Zero, Star Fox, Pikmin, and all those kind of games in one single Direct. That's impossible. But good things. We can ask for good things, can't we? So, thank you for listening to this commentary. This is my E3 predictions. Also, forgot to mention, I guess I'm just doing this now at the end of the videos now, but gameplay in the background, I did stash some Super Mario 35 gameplay. This is all before it went offline on March the 31st, so that's where this gameplay came from. So for next alternative programming, I'm going to be doing my my takeaways from the E3, since next week will be well after E3, so I'll give you my thoughts about E3 next alternative programming. Again, thank you for watching this video. Catch you next time.